Hey guys, what's up? How's everybody doing today? You know, when you go outside, if you're in your house and you get off your chair and you go outside, your house and your chair do not exist. If you get out of your bed and you get off the bed and you're focusing towards your bathroom, everything behind you does not exist. The only thing that exists is what's in your frame of awareness. Think about that. Yeah. You probably can't even think about that. It's so illogical. Your mind is saying, what the heck is this dude talking about? Well, I'm telling you, that is exactly what is happening. Check this out. Well, not even check this out. I want you to consider this fact about your brain and the world around you. How many of you in school have they taught you how the world you interact with work, right? You go to, you see things about the brain and everything, but let me school you and teach you how the brain really works and what is really going on around your life, so that you can take charge of it. So the first thing you may not know is there are different lights out there. So it's not just one light you're seeing. So we all see the bright light. It's called a spectrum from a broader band. So they call that the electromagnetic spectrum. So there's different lights. There's infrared, radio waves, X-rays, gamma rays. You take an MRI, a CT scan, a radiology, and they can see inside of your body and every part of your body. That's a form of light, but it exists in a different spectrum. Follow me? Okay, let's continue. Unfortunately, your brain and your eyes, they don't operate in those spectrums. Your brain had to make a decision. Which light would I need to observe so I can survive? So it did this light. They'll call it the visible light spectrum. However, you ready? 98% of the truth of the world, of everything, is hidden it's hidden from your senses. It's incomprehensible for you to pick them up, to know them. Okay, let me give you the next one. When you walk outside and you're interacting with everything, okay, let me put it another way. Let's say you want to change your life, you want to manifest money, abundance, or whatever, right? And when you walk outside, right, and you say to yourself, you know what, I would like to win the lottery, I would like to manifest some money, I would like to get my business better, I want to manifest better health, I would like to do a lot of stuff. And when you walk outside, did you know that all of the stuff that you wanted or desired to manifest is actually in front of you? It is like right there in front of you. Like the money you want, the lifestyle you want. Okay, let me get more clear. It's like sucked on to you. Oh yeah, you can say it's already done. But here's the problem. Why don't I see it? Why can't I experience it? So that leads me to the next part. Your brain, right? It works on channels. So I'm making this easy for you to understand. You got a channel, you got a radio station. So what do these radio stations do? Where are they? They exist on frequencies. So your brain processes reality in different layers of frequencies. So, okay, let's make it simple, because this is going to get too deep or too complicated. So I'm going to make it like a child, so You can bring your son or your daughter and have them sit with you and watch this video, and they'll understand it and you'll understand it. So here we go. Let me make it better for you. Your Wi-Fi. When you turn on your Wi-Fi picks up all the stuff around you. When you turn on your Bluetooth, your device connects to it. Okay. Now when you're walking around in the Wi-Fi is going through you as well. The Wi-Fi is connected, so the Wi-Fi is going through all your body, everywhere. So when you walk in, the Wi-Fi is around there, right? So it's the same thing with these realities. They are walking around you. They're all in you right now. But what's the problem? You have to log on to the Wi-Fi. With certain Wi-Fis, you have public Wi-Fis, open Wi-Fis. You have encrypted Wi-Fis. Put your passcode in. You're able to get online. If you don't have a Wi-Fi, most likely you can't get online. But the Wi-Fi, the signal of the Wi-Fi is still going through, but you're not tuned in to get it. So let's go back. So now you're walking outside your world and you're thinking, I like the money, I want to manifest this stuff. And unbeknownst to you, it's all in front of you, but you are not tuned in. You have to get your brain to a certain frequency. See? That's the missing link. Everything requires a passcode, a password. Everything, I'm using every day to make it normal for you. Everything requires that. Just use your computer, your thing, passwords. What is the password? What is the code? What is the thing to get on? It works the same way with the reality. You have to have passwords. You have to have a passcode. If you don't know the password, the passcode, if you don't know the login ID, you cannot get into that frequency. You're going to be offline all the time. You're just going to be, oh, waiting for it to show up. But you can't, there's no waiting for it to show up because it's already showed up. So, what is the password? What is the password for me to get on to what I want? Okay, before that, you have to create a password, right? So you just discovered, oh, just a password, a passcode to log into the universe to get my stuff. Yeah. So now you got to know, what's my password? Okay. So once you create a password, where do you log on to make the password work so you can get into a reality? See, all of that you don't even know. You can't have a password without a system to log into the password, so the password can take you to the website or to this place where you can see all your dreams and get all your stuff. So, okay, so the password comes in to your mind by what you want. So whatever you desire, that is your passcode or your password. So if you desire money, the lottery or thing, that's your password. So what do? You keep the password over and over in your head by thinking about it, visualizing, okay? That's the password. So now, okay, I got my password. So how do I log in my password? Your password, you got to go to the computer to log in your password. Mark, what's the computer? It's your subconscious mind. So you take your password, your subconscious says, please log in your password. You're in. Then one time you go, it says, please log in your password. It says, password does not match. When the password does not match, it means that you were focusing on what you want, and then you switched up. You said, oh man, I'm manifesting this, but it's not working, so let me start manifesting something else. It's not going to work. The password have to be consistent, the same. Check it out. If you're logging in your password, if you miss one word or one letter from your password, it's going to tell you incorrect password. Password got to be the same every time you log in. You can't go, today I'm just going to use a Y and tomorrow I'll use my password back to T. The system's going to say incorrect every time you log in. But just like the computer, the universe works the same way. So the universe make it simple for you. The universe says, all right, I can remember your password for you, so you don't have to manually log on every time. So how does the so the universe could save my password. Okay, that's nice. So every time I go in, I have to manually log into my subconscious to get to experience my world. So how do I get the universe to remember my password, so sometimes I may forget my password. So I can log in and it just remembers my password. However, your password can be hacked. Your reality can be hacked by the Matrix. And let me show you how they do that to you. First, let's get your password, and let's learn to save your password so that you can manually log into so you go into the universe and you can get what you want every time. So how you save your password, right, is by acting as if whatever it is you want is already on the way to you. So the universe sees that, it says, oh, we're going to remember this password. So every time you do not need to log in manually. And then the next one, to change your password to make it so it don't become incorrect, you have to continually focus exactly on what you want all of the time. Now it starts to render and come into your reality. Now your subconscious mind accepts it and you're logged in. Okay, so now we're logged in. We're logged in. Now we're in. Okay. Where is all the stuff, Mark? I'm logged in, man. So where do I get all this information? It have to be downloaded first, man. Yeah, you're in there, but it has to be downloaded so that you can see it. It has to be downloaded so it can show up. That's the same computers. When you go on a phone, it has to download, a picture downloads and a picture pops up. So it goes really, really fast. So now you're in there, you're like, Mark, where's my win? Where's my job success? It's being downloaded. Okay, so Mark, okay, what's download? What's doing the download, and how do I get this download thing to come in? The download is what you and I experience of time passing. So when we're in the download phase, it looked like time is passing. So we're seeing like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 year, 2 years, and then we say, my manifestation isn't coming in. No, it's just being downloaded, man. Remember, the universe don't operate on time. I'm just showing you how we operate, but it doesn't operate. It's downloaded. So here's what people do. Sometimes they get a message from the computer saying, this download may take a little bit longer. Okay. Sometimes they're there and they're downloading and they get impatient, like, man, screw this, man, and they end and they cancel the download. See, man, it's taking too long. Boop. That's why you don't get it. That's why you don't have it. Not most individuals don't stick around and wait for their download file to come in. They get impatient. They think it's a game of time. They think it's not working, and they cancel it out. Just like this, I'm making this very simple analogy so everyone that watches this, they can relate. All of you now can relate to what's going on, because now we're in the technology. You got your smartphone. You know how the computer. You know how all that stuff work. It's the same exact thing. So now, when you're in the download phase, what you do, so how do you know your download is going to come in? Well, on your computer, when you're downloading something, it shows you the percentage of your download. It says 50%, 65%, the numbers go up and go up and go up. It says 100%, it says download complete. That now you go into your camera roll, there's your image, there's your video, you can watch it. It's the same thing in the field. So a lot of people, they miss the signs of the download going on. So the download is showing you that it's downloaded, but they don't get it. So what are the signs that the download is coming in? Synchronicities. When you see the numbers, it's the percentage as your downloads coming in. You're 20%, 30%, 40%. When you see angel numbers, we see 112. When you see things happening, when you see trippy stuff, when you have dreams and you see the stuff manifesting in people, you know the game. When you see all of that stuff, it's your download processing to come in. Most people don't understand that, so they give up. All right, now let's talk about the Matrix, how they can come in and hack your system. Okay, so what the Matrix does now, the Matrix operates on a different system. So the Matrix says, wait a minute, I can't have this. It's going against my operational system. So the Matrix will send resistance to you. It sends fear. It sends doubt. It sends worry. Okay, that comes up as resistance. That will hack your system. When it hacks your system, it logs you out. Now you got to go recover your account. Now you got to go do this. Now recover your account basically means You just got to go back and just refocus on what you want. You don't start back over again. It's a pause. So most people, they're getting hacked all the time by their matrix, because they are seeing the fear, the doubt, the worry, and they are putting their attention to it. Now remember, let me back up and show you now. I just showed you how the system operates in the beginning. The system operates by rendering. So I just mentioned to you, if you just joined here, I said, if you're in your house and you're going out for work and you close your door behind you, your entire house vanishes from your awareness until you turn around, it pops back in. This is what quantum mechanics has proven. Let me repeat again. P-R-O-V-E-N. Okay, this is not something that we think's happened. Now we have evidence with experiments 15 years ago. Now we know this is what's actually occurring. But our brains just cannot comprehend it because it's not tuned to that frequency to pick up the instant changes. Remember I told you in the beginning, I said, hey, our brain had to make a choice of which part of reality to take in. Unfortunately, our brain isn't built with the capability to see 100% of reality, so it only can take 2% of the information. So that means 98% of all information is practically unaware to our senses, but it's still going on around us. It's like Wi-Fi is passing through us. So all the realities are going on. So let me show you something else about this stuff so you can get this, all right? So not only is all of this stuff happening, but there's like a duplicate copy of you and me around you at the same time. You have a doppelganger. And this doppelganger, or this copy of you, is living in a different world, same city as you, same thing, but living a very different life. One version is very happy, wealthy, one version is poor, and so they're all happening around you in this moment. It's the same. How do we know this is true? Well, let's look at this, how they build the software. What creates the software? They call them qubits. Qubits is information. So we're built from quantum information, which translates into protons, electrons, then which translate into cells, tissues, body, human being. So if you go back down to the informational part of reality, you can clearly see that electrons, protons, and atoms, they can only assimilate in a finite pattern. That means they have to repeat. They aren't infinite patterns, they are finite patterns. So that means they have to repeat. So what does that mean they have to repeat? What does it have to do with me? Well, let's go into the bigger picture of the multiverse of how things work. There is no end or beginning to the game. It's a concept. It's forever and ever. It's infinite. So since things have to repeat, and there's more than enough time or infinity for it to repeat, the same thing must duplicate itself in every situation, every imagination, every thought, every feeling must circumvent to live in a reality right around you as I speak. So all of you repeat somewhere right now and experiencing the same thing. But remember again, your brain severely limited. Are you understanding this, overstanding this? So okay, what does that have to do with your life? Everything to do with your life. Because now you know what life is. Now you see life totally different. Now you see the game totally different. Now your perception changed, everything changed. If you didn't get this knowledge or understand this knowledge, you'll be stuck in the same rat race. Now you understand this knowledge and you get this knowledge, now you can use it to change your life. Most people aren't aware and privy to get this information because they are not tuned into it, and they just are ignorant, not their fault, just because they haven't been taught this. Okay, so exactly how do you manifest? Here we go. You get clear on what you want. You repeat the image in your mind over and over of what you want. You act as if you already got what you want. You let go of the need to control how it's going to come. Then the system renders it in and you get it. You become patient. You don't give up. You don't resist. You allow. And then it shows up as your tangible physical experience. That's exactly how you manifest. Anything. Got that? You want me to repeat something else again? I'll say it again in the beginning. When you go this way, all of this doesn't exist. When I go this way, all it doesn't exist. You looking at me, you're saying, wait a minute, but I can see you turn this way and exist, because you are seeing my reality. You're an observer seeing it from a different frame. It works the same thing for you. So you're looking at it from a different frame. Remember, I am the observer of my frame. So according to me, it renders out of my field, not to your field. You're watching from outside of my field, just like I could watch from outside of your field. Also remember that we are internalizing our own realities. What do I mean by that? Our experiences are totally different. If both of us are going somewhere and we're having dinner or lunch, both of us will not have the same exact experience of our environment. It's impossible. Both of us will never come out and say, oh, this. One of us will have a minute change in our perception of it. You see this every day. You and your friend can go to the same place, lounge, whatever, and both of you come out and do an interview with both of you will never ever exactly say oh, we had the same experience. Never. It can never happen. It's impossible. No two human beings will walk out identically. Something will be off for one of them. I was just a little too chilly in there. Oh, it was nice and warm. It was nice and good for me. I don't know. I felt a little bit different. Can't happen. Won't happen. That's because you're seeing it from your own frame. Okay? So, if you're manifesting some lottery or anything, and someone says, Mark, I've been seeing 888 all week. Should I play the lottery? Yes. 888 is money. Money, 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 money. It's coming to you. So those are just some quick things for you to get your mind to process and start to, get on to see you can manifest stuff, man. Here we go. This is the lottery book, How to Win the Lottery Using Quantum Physics. Amazon. Paperback. And here's the other one we talked a little bit about. Cheat Code to Master the Game of Life. You can go get them on Amazon. I'll put the link in the pinned comments. Also, I do have my one-on-one coaching, so work with you one-on-one to help you on a personal level to achieve and set up a system for you so that you could run your program to manifest exactly whatever you want. Anything. Lottery, all that stuff is part of the plan, part of the game. All right. So now, are you understanding now? Now, can you guys see things from a different perspective now? Can you start to change your perception? Because remember, if I can teach you to see life in a different way, in a different form, and that's what I'm here to do, then life becomes the form you're seeing it in. That's what it's all about. I mean, the biggest implication, the biggest profound thing that you should to really trip you out and blow your mind is the fact that when you turn away from something, it vanishes from your existence. When you turn back, it pops back into your reality. That is so profound. That says that we are also co-creators. We're the writer, the director of our own play. So we have influence on what comes in and what we experience. And it all points down to our awareness. Our awareness is the power to manifest. And it's something we don't have to develop. It's something we don't have to learn. It's just in us. We are aware right now. We came online here. So awareness is the easy part. The tricky part is where to focus your awareness. Your awareness is superpower, man. And when you focus your awareness. What about hearing? What about hearing? Hearing works the same way. Sound operates on different frequencies. The human sound frequency operates at a certain decibel. Your subconscious operates on frequencies and sounds that the human brain can never comprehend or pick up. These sounds are alien to you and I. You and I will never be able to hear them because our brain's hearing frequency has not been tuned to them. So sound works the same way. Your subconscious can't pick these sounds up, and it translates these sounds to images and feelings because your brain cannot tune these sounds. So what your subconscious does, it knows you can't tune them, so it translates them to something that you can tune, something that you can hear, something that you can see that makes sense. Your subconscious goal is to make sure everything that you're in your inner dialogue, your inner thoughts, your inner feelings must become congruent with your physical, tangible world. That's all it does. So it takes things from the spiritual and brings them into the physical. When we talk about spiritual, we're talking basically about non-physical. Spiritual gets tied with religion. We have to break that tie. It's two separate entities. There's not spiritual and religion are oil and water. They do not mix. Are you getting that? You cannot mix spirituality with religion. It doesn't work. It's not. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if somebody, the Matrix, put that together. So the first thing people hear spiritual, they think you're religious. No way, man. Remember, oil and water do not mix. So when I refer spiritual, and you got to get it in your head, we're talking about non-physical. Okay? All right. So happy manifesting. I'll see you next time.